cleaning. We're having housekeeping day. Every day's housekeeping day when you have 4 dogs. Pug Daddy is golfing. Hi. Why is it? It's so weird. Instagram Live's not like working normal. It's bizarre. Wanna go outside? So I just walked into the studio. I took off my shoes, I put them in my cubby. I get myself together. I might start the class in a sweatshirt. Maybe you guys would like to wear a sweatshirt when you start the class until you warm up. I always come in with another layer and then can take things off. So just pretend like you're getting yourself ready, okay? So I just saw Mark Athanasio saying he was waiting for a client. I can only see when I have the phone in my face because I'm blind. And Mark, this is a class we've had for 56 days and we're teaching people how to take yoga so that if and when we ever go back to classes after the virus settles down, people will know what to do. Huh. Okay, move for just a second. You're pretty cute. You get Scott's mat so they can think they're doing something. Hi, Ellie. Okay, you guys, you go on Scott's mat and Daddy's mat, okay? Coco is not super playful, and of course, whenever I come down here on the mat, she's like totally into it. Let me get Winnie real quick. Come on, good job, honey. Good girl. My 17-year-old puppy, and she wanted to come down. Say hi. We usually tell you, oh, she coughs a lot if I pick her up. Hi, Gina. Gina, Mark Athanasio's on. Okay, we're going to get started. Oh, you already saw that. We're going to get started. So let me tell you, while we wait for people to log on, we're almost ready to go. I usually tell you guys about one of the pups. So this is Winnie, and she's 17. She turned 17 in March. And she's the one that was a certified service dog for years, for one family, for 12 years. She's amazing. She was always our alpha, our smartest. And then she lost her hearing, and now she degaff, doesn't give. She's just like chill, wants to lick out of the bowl that you eat out of. She's really great. She's really calmed down, and she's enjoying her life so much. So we're going to try some new shapes today, you guys. So let's meet in a seated position with our hands on our knees. Okay, and now I can't see any names. I apologize. Hands on knees. Let's check our posture. Mine is slumped. Let's grow. And let's breathe in through our nose. Trying to make it so I don't look green. I don't know what's going on. Let's breathe in through our nose for the count of 4 and then do a quick exhale. All right, so together, let's breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and cleansing breath. Okay, this isn't our regular breathing yet. Put your hand on your heart. Feel your heart rate. And set an intention for class, whether it's focusing the whole 25 minutes or whether it's pushing yourself to try something new or whether it's not pushing as hard as you usually do. Let's just all set an intention for a moment. Good. Hands on knees. We're going to do our metered breathing in 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 4 for a cycle of 3 breaths, okay? If you're aching, I always have that ache under my collarbone for the last month. If you are aching, I want you to breathe into that spot. So I'm gonna breathe into my collarbone. If your back hurts, breathe into your back. Wherever you're hurting, target the breath there. Let's do it together. Ready? Let your breath out and inhale. 4, in, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 2, 3, 4. And in deep. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Let it. 2, 3, 4. And hold it out. 2, 3, 4. Last one. In deep. 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath in. 2, 3, 4. Slowly. 2, 3, 4. Now hold it out. 2, 3, 4. Check your posture. Let's get a yogi posture. Energy sprouting out of the top of our head. And let's do some Sufi circles. So with these Sufi circles, S-U-F-I, there's construction across the street, sorry. Go ahead and roll your whole body forward, forward, sideways, back, side, and let's go the other way. And back, side, forward, side, and back. And now let's do the spooling. Let's wrap thread around a spool like this. It's a whole different ball of wax, all right? It's a real small movement, okay? So I don't have to take off my sweatshirt to show you postures straight and lower belly, tight circles. Sometimes you get the most benefit with the smallest movement. One more time to the right. Now let's go the opposite way. I was going left, let's go to the right. And look out, sweetie. Around, small. Look at my shoulders. They're not bobbing around. Everything's straight, and I'm just oiling up my lower spine. It feels so good. I do that all day. With your hands, reach forward gently. Boom! Just let it all hang out. Breathe in, and on the exhale, sink deeper into the shape. Ready? In. Good job, and sit up. Put your hands on the side of you. I don't know what's going on here. I apologize, and I don't have Pug Daddy here to help. Hands on each side. And I want you to keep your hands on the mat and your spine real stiff. And ear to shoulder, right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest, keep your hands on the ground. Coco, just a minute. Keep your hands on the ground, look behind you. And I want you to open and close your mouth with dramatic effect 3 times. So open wide, ah, and close. And when you close, make a grouper, an underbite, okay? Open your mouth, ah, close with effect. Stretch that throat chakra. Open your mouth, ah, close. And relax your head, good job. Bend that arm in front of your face in a 2020 era cough. Grab your elbow and pull. Stay facing me. How can you be this cute? Why don't you want to play with me when I'm not doing this, huh? Keeping your hand on your elbow, push your elbow up. I have my fingers on my left shoulder and I'm just making a triangle. Stretch out your lat muscles. Good job, relax and reach the other side. The new era cough position forever. Reach and pull. Keeping your posture straight, your face forward. Fingers on your shoulder. And now let's push that elbow up, stretch your lats, up, keep your posture upright, push. Use your body as its own resistance. Good job, reach to the ceiling. Shrug your shoulders, suck your tummy in, let it go. Shrug your shoulders, suck your tummy in, release it. Shrug your shoulders, suck your tummy in, release it. Your core is getting so much stronger because it's day 56. Put your left hand on the mat and reach straight over your head. We don't collapse on this one, remember? Straight over. Really lean in. You're getting so much more limber on your sides, your intercostal muscles. Good job, release. Put your hand on the mat, reach your left hand over your head. No collapsing, straight over. Energy goes out of your fingers like a good yogi should. Stretch, you'll feel it down here. Good job. My back just cracked. Roll your wrists inward, 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 and roll your wrists outward, outward, outward. Good job. Put your hands on the ground with your fingers forward. And what you're going to do is rock up into a halfway to knees position. So check it out. Rock up. See that little triangle? You're making a little bit of space. Give that a shot. You're going to say, oh, I can't do that, some of you, but you can. You actually can. So hands on the mat and rock up. And sit back. Let's do it again. Hands, rock it up. Lean forward. You're going to be stretching your wrists out. It's really good for you. And sit back. That's kind of fun, isn't it? Now flip your fingers around. And Scott can't do this position. You know, he is always here. This is so cute. I like to go push, push, push. I'm able to do that. Do what you can do. We're stretching out our wrists and our forearms. A lot of you are on computers, phones, all of us are during this silly COVID time, probably more than usual. Push away. Good job. And sit upright. Extend your legs to Dandasana, staff pose. So instead of this in yoga, we're never like this. We engage everything. Engage. It doesn't have to be cramped down tight, but it's engaged. My feet are engaged. So let's go over with our back nice and straight and not hunched in kyphosis, okay? Straight. Point your toes. And flex your toes. And point your toes. And now let's do yoga toes. Yoga toes. Your whole foot doesn't come up, just your toes. Again, point your toes. Flex your toes. Point your toes, and just the toes come up. Yoga toes. Good job. Relax, put your butt bones on the mat. Actually feel the bones, okay? Once you get those bones on the ground, you can do a lot of stuff. I told you all my main teachers always were big on that, and I'm like, whatever. But once I started doing it, I understood. Dandasana, and reach forward. Reach for your feet. Take note of how much easier this is, how much less painful, how much further down you are, because it is day 56. So we're here for 10 more seconds. If you're able to go all the way down, please do. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee. Hug it tight. See if you can stay sitting upright. This is hard for a lot of people. And switch. Try to hug your left tight and sit upright. So you can hug your knee a lot of times, but the sitting up is tough. Extend. Grab your, bend your right knee. And now prop your hands behind you like you're sitting at the beach trying to look cute in high school. And now let that knee fall over the left. You will feel it. Keep your gaze at your straight leg. While we're sitting here for a moment, stretching out our sides and our lower back, I want you to remember the word drishti, D-R-I-S-H-T-I, often spelled without that first I. It means your gaze. We used it all through the session the last 2 days, and I'm doing it right now. I'm just staring at my big toe. It seems to center you, make us more present, definitely helps our balance, right, you guys? Good. Extend your legs. I'm just turning to the side so you don't have the bottom of my feet in your face. Left knee is bent, hands are back. Gently fold over. And then try to keep your straight leg upright. And stare at that toe. Oh, it feels so good. Just let it hang. Good job. And back up to Dandasana and reach for your toes and hold for 10. Breathe into whatever hurts. 3, 2, 1. Good job. I'm going to shut my door and we're going to do our first pose. Stay right here. Okay? Just a minute. I'm going to play with you in a minute, okay? You know why I shut the door? Because they're using manure across the street and it smells so bad. All right. We're going to do a tabletop position. And this pug's never been this playful in her whole life. She's 7 years old. Just a minute, okay? So what you're going to do, honey, here, go get that toy. You're going to put your hands forward right next to your padding on your hips if you have any. Put your feet apart in a gentle manner, not quite shoulder width. And all we're going to do right now is just mess around with pushing our tummy off the ground, okay? Let's just try that. So hands are on the mat. On the count of 3, let's just get our tummy up. We're going to hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, we're up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and sit down. All right, we're going to do this again in the full expression of the pose, and it's going to look like this. Taking off this bracelet that's poking the heck out of my hand. All right, so it's hands here, feet here. Black pug is moved, and you put your tummy up, but you're gonna go for flat tummy, okay? So you're really trying to make a tabletop. I'll show you what it looks like. We're gonna hold this for 10 seconds. Let me get my kit going here. Okay, so fingers forward, toes forward, feet apart, and we're up. We're going for flat, and we're looking at our knees. Drishti's at our knees. Let's do it. I'll wait for you. We're going to count to 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower. Good job. That's tabletop. Okay? How'd you do on that? Stretch your arm across. Stretch your other arm across. So if we were to flip our table over, it would be cat-cow. And you all know how to do cat-cow by now. We do cat, we push our air out, and cow. But today, let's work on our plank shape, all right? Because we're going to do a series of 3 sun salutations. So our plank, remember, booty's not sticking up. Booty's not, your back is not sway back. It's nice and straight. And check out where my head is. My head's not here in plank. Head is here. My neck is nice and strong. My butt's not up. My butt's not down. If you need to be on knees today, please do so, but keep your back still straight, okay? So let's all practice our Plankasana together. Okay? Honey, just a minute. Hands on the mat, fingers are wide. On your knees. And we're gonna push to a nice looking plank. We're gonna hold for 10. Ready? And Plankasana. Put your toes back to where they need to be. Your heels are not on the ground. You are just holding yourself up light as a feather. When it starts to burn, you breathe into where it's burning. 2, 1. Knees to the mat, child's pose. Flip your toes and gently push to your first downward facing pug of the day. Ready? And gently push back. Pedal your feet if that feels good to you. If you've never heard the noises that pugs make, now you are. And gently come down to your knees and child's pose. On the next downward facing pug, we're going to push into a full-on expression of the pose. I know, the one day Scott's not here. Come on, babe. All right, we're going to push into downward facing dog. Ready? Flip your toes and down dog. Push it back, you guys. I'm going to turn sideways. You guys stay there. I'm pushing back, away, away, away. My head's between my arms. My heels are not on the ground. And now look at your hands and walk forward. Meet me in a forward fold. Meet me in a tabletop. We're going to be here for 5, 3, 2, 1. Reverse swan dive. And up. Good. All right. Please bear with me. I'm going to grab a treat right here. It'll take 10 seconds. Hang on. All right. Bribery works every time. Coco is quite cute and quite strange, and she's bratty, and she's never followed directions. So that was really cute. I wish Scott would have been here to help. She is adorable. But if you guys don't have pugs, that's what a pug sounds like, you guys. Pugs don't sound like dogs. I have dogs. Dogs don't go, okay, back to yoga. Breathe in through your nose and cleansing breath out. And rise up and stretch up. And just look at your hands with a gentle back bend. And relax. Yoga prayer pose. We're going to go through the whole beginning of our sun salutation circuit. Ready? Reach to the sky and look at your hands. Gentle back bend. Get ready for swan dive. Swan dive, legs stay straight. And now let's rise up halfway to a tabletop. Breathe on your own. I'm not going to monitor your breathing, just breathe on your own. And now next time we bend over, we're going to step back into our beautiful plank that we just practiced, Plankasana. And we're going to gently lower to the ground, Chaturanga. And then we're going to push up, upward facing dog. Flip your toes, downward facing dog. Look at your hands and walk or take a little hop and meet me in a tabletop. And now full forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Yoga prayer pose. Get your breath. Breathe in and out deeply twice. In and out. And in and out. And rise up. Look at your fingertips. Gentle arch. Swan dive. Keep your breath going. Halfway rise. Bend in half. Put your hands on the mat and step your feet back to plank pose. Be strong and gently lower to the ground. You're getting better at this. Up dog. Day 56. I know you can do it. Flip your toes. Down dog. Push away. Look at your hands and hop or walk your feet to your hands. Tabletop. Forward fold all the way, guys. Reverse swan dive. Yoga prayer pose one more time and rise up. Look at your fingertips. Swan dive. You know the drill. Halfway rise. You guys are pros. Plankasana. Step back. Hold. Gentle lower. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Make yourself going through water. Flip your toes. Down dog. Push away from your hands. Look at your hands. Take a deep breath in. Hop or walk to hands. Meet me in a tabletop. Forward fold. Reverse swan. Yoga prayer pose. You did it. Check it out. We just did full sun salutations without me stopping you the whole way. Day 56, you did it. I bet you looked great doing it too. Okay, because the more we do it, the more elegant we become at the movements. And I'm sure you guys did it. Okay, so now that we're warmed up, before we leave, before we do Shavasana, I don't know what's going on. Hey, if somebody just got a comment reported, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, whatever. Before we go, we're gonna put something in our mind because we're off tomorrow. So we did tabletop, right? We did a table. But what we're gonna learn the thought of is wheel. And wheel in gymnastics is a back bend, okay? But in yoga, it's called wheel pose. And it's not easy. And I used to be so good at this and my back was just like a bending willow. And now forget it. I can barely get my head off the ground, if that. But I'm doing it with you because I'm challenging myself along with you. So here's what it looks like. Well, I'll explain it with you. You can go through the motions and then watch. First of all, I tell my young students, start out with 2 plates of enchiladas or your favorite thing. 2 plates. Okay, that's always what we do first. And can you carry plates like this? No, because everything falls off. But this old waitress knows. Elbows forward, hands are flat, all right? Here's what I'm talking about. You don't have to do it with me. If you'd like to, let's do it. But enchiladas, elbows are not here, elbows are here. I lay myself down. I'm gonna scoot back so you guys can see. I put my enchiladas on the ground, smush them into the ground. And then I put my feet on the mat. And then on the count of 3, I'm going to try to push myself up. And when I come down, I'm looking at my belly button and lowering. Okay? That is called wheel in yoga. It's not good to do it with the clip on my head that I just broke, but whatever. Let's try it together, okay? If you're like, never, no way, do it with me until the point where you can't do it, okay? Do it with me until the point that you can't do it. That's all I ask. I'm gonna turn the opposite way, and I'm talking us through it together. Here we go, gang. If you're able to get your head off, I want you holding it for 5. When you come down, you look at that belly. That way your head's not gonna bonk on the ground, okay? So, enchiladas on plates, elbows are tight. Feet are shoulder width apart. I lay down, I squish the enchiladas. I tuck my feet closer to my booty. And with all my might, I'm going to push through my belly button to the sky. And I'm gonna hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna look at my tummy and gently come down. And I'm gonna wait for all of you. That's a little taste, because we're gonna do that as a group in a couple of days again. We're gonna try. And now I want you to just put your feet in your hands for a happy baby and roll out the back that just got bent in a way that it probably hasn't been in a few years, if ever. Roll that happy little body out for happy baby. Roll it out. Good job. And then extend your legs to the ground, put your arms to your side and close your eyes for Shavasana. Once you're settled onto your real estate, your own mat, breathe in through your nose. Hold it in for just a moment and let's all get that old oxygen out. Settle in. Realize that during this insane time of history and in our lives that you've taken the time out to do something good. And I want you to lay here with me with your eyes closed, not being tempted to open them. Just settling into stillness. And I want you to light up that big movie screen in your mind that only you have access to, one that your children and your husband and your wife and your partner doesn't know anything about. Just the one that you have access to. So go ahead and light that up so it's ready to have a picture on it or a video. And on this video and with this image we're going to choose to sit with for just 1 minute of our day, I want you to choose something that you were as a kid or a young adult that you really enjoyed about yourself. Something that you can look at in retrospect and go, I was really a blank kid or young adult. And just see that. Just get a really good visual of that. And just sit with that image. And just realize it's been a long time since that person was that age. But guess what? You are still that person. Whether it's a real smart little person or a cute one or a gregarious one or a funny one, just appreciate that person. And realize that that person is you. Eyes are closed. Once you have a really good idea of that image, you can let it go, but make sure you have a clear image of something, because there were many things that were great about you, but you only need to pick one. And then I want you to settle in to the stillness of it all. The world is still going on all around us. Dogs barking and fighting and construction and sirens and noise and music and everything else. But guess what? You're here on your real estate, in your own body, in your own mind, creating at least stillness. And just lie here for a couple more moments. Let your body be really heavy. Let all the touch points of your body soak into your mat. Go ahead and roll over to one side and meet me in a seated position, because no yoga class is ever over until that last final word, right? Just keep moving like Jell-O, like the Jell-O we were just in together. Day 56, yogis, and I'm seeing how much I love being with you all, because I never miss golf. And this is the second time I've missed golf to stay in and do this with you all. It's so rewarding. And you prove to yourself that you're up for challenges, you're up for trying new things, and you're learning how to ward off other things like these dogs who are driving me crazy right now. But I'm still here on the mat doing it, and you probably stuck with me too, or you wouldn't still be here. So I learn from you guys every day, and the teacher in me loves the teacher in all of you. So let's say it together, okay? Say it loud. Namaste, yogis. Thanks for sticking that one out. That was a tough one. Scott always takes care of that kind of stuff when we're doing the class. And it's funny because Coco doesn't do that. Just doesn't do that very often. Of course she chose today. Priscilla can't see well and she can't hear, and she can't see that I'm like 3 feet in front of her right now. Hi, Priscilla. So thanks for sticking through that. And I'm going to just tell you guys something real quick. You're free to go, of course. We'll see you here. Yoga's off tomorrow, but stretching is tomorrow at noon. But hi, Priscilla. What I want to reiterate to you is that I always thought, yoga has to be quiet and meditation has to be quiet. And all these dogs today, that was kind of annoying. It was cute, it's kind of annoying, whatever. What I learned was that sometimes my absolute best meditations, when I started meditating, were when stuff was going wrong all around me. And some of the best yoga classes have been when somebody's going like, or the heater is going on. I go to a studio where there's a huge space heater and it comes on and it's so loud. It's like wall shaking. It'd be on for 1 minute and then it goes off, on, off, on, off. And so constant noise pollution, people making noises, cars, sirens. If you take yoga in a city, sirens constantly. And one of the great things about yoga is it teaches you that, so what? Like, even though I'm swatting at my dog because I was self-conscious about it, I kept reminding myself, big deal. Like, I'm still here on this mat. You're still there on your mat doing your thing. And that's a great mind training thing about yoga and meditation is none of that stuff matters, because when you're doing it, it's all about you. It's like a selfish little half hour of your whole day that just goes to you. And I always say that when we are in Shavasana, it's all about stillness. I never say it's about silence. It's about stillness. So despite noises, you can always keep your body still, right? So I really appreciate you sticking with me today. I keep trying to put it on Instagram Live. Yesterday and today it wouldn't let me. I don't know why, which I get to read all the comments when it's posted to Instagram Live. Otherwise, I don't get to see the darn comments. So I'm going to try to figure that out right now. But thanks, you guys. I think I'll go walk these mutts. They're cute, but man, they demand so much attention. Notice it's pugs demanding all the attention, right? Like the other dogs are normal, but the pugs are like, constant, huh? You have bad breath, just like me. Okay, go away. Come here. Come here, honey. All right, you guys, thank you. Scott's going to laugh when he sees this. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you so, so, so much. And I think I told you I found a place to do our t-shirts. So I'm going to be harvesting everyone's email address. And I'll figure it out. Okay. Mwah. You guys are the greatest. Thank you. Please